This Sonic game is played on the Sega Pico, which is a console meant for kids, and it plays games with a drawing pad, buttons, and each game comes with a book that allows you to switch certain sections of the game. I honestly thought this was going to be the worst selling console, but it sold 3 million units, which doesn't seem much, but it sold more than the Sega CD, so yes, it was kind of a failure, but it did kind of better than expected. Of course, with every Sega console, there is a new Sonic game, and that game is Sonic Gameworld. Now, on the obscure scale on Sonic games I covered, I think this is second place, because unlike Sonic Eraser, it was released on a console that sold fine. However, unlike Sonic Chaos, Spinball, and CD, it was never bought through Sega collections. And remember the units I was talking about? Yeah, only 400,000 of those units were sold in America. The rest was sold in Japan. In addition, this game is marketed towards kids. No, not that type. This type. Yup, it is rated EC for early childhood. And mostly the games with that rating often almost common with games that cover like a baby show like Dora, Wonder Pets, Team Umizoomi. So this game didn't really have any reaction of the fandom because of the audience and the console mainly being sold in Japan. So will this children's game give good childhood memories like the Wonder Pets video game I had growing up, or will it just be a forgotten memory? Let's find out. Now, I beat this game 8 times and read the manual, and I still don't fully know the lore. I'll try to gather context clues, and I'll combine stuff I theorize and what is confirmed in the lore. So Sonic, Amy, Tails, Flicky, Pocky, and Chucky noticed that Eggman was taking the emeralds. And as they were progressing through the game worlds, I'm guessing they're on separate floors when they were playing with Eggman, because the final boss is on the rooftop, so I'm assuming they kind of chase Eggman there while they were playing the games. I don't know, it doesn't make sense at all. Anyways, on to the game worlds, I guess. Each game world has 3 games except for Game World 1, and the first one is a racing car minigame. All you do is spam the red button to accelerate and beat the other races. That's it. Next is Skee Ball, which is actually one of the best games in this collection. You time your power meter to get the perfect amount of power to get the most amount of points. I wouldn't say you can master the timing, but you can develop some strategy once you get in a groove. And the difficulty is solid as well. Hoops. You try to shoot a ball by timing when the hoops will align with the shot. You can change the direction of where you shoot. I don't know why this is a thing. There's no time penalty, so you don't really have to do that. But I guess it offers some variety of how you shoot, I guess. I'm trying to give the game credit here. Tree climbing. You try to get your monkey to the top of the tree as many times as possible by mashing the red button. This is the same thing as the car racing minigame, but a reskin. Oh my god. Just go to Game World 2. Game World 2, Flag Game, Simon Says for Mario Party but with worse graphics. Toy Drop, basically those rigged claw machines in a 2D form. It's not really that good, nor it's really that in depth. Robotnik Bob, pretty much whack-a-mole, but you move the hammer by the drawing pad, giving me Osu vibes if I'm being honest. Game World 3, Egg Switch Game. It's basically one of those balls and cups games you see on the street, but instead of a ball and a cup, it's a flickety inside some eggs and you have to find out which egg has the flickety. There are 4 rounds and they progressively get harder and faster. Concentration memory cards, like those memory matching games but with Sonic creatures as the faces to match and Eggman being the dealer. He switches the layout of the cards when 4 remain, trying to throw you off. I wish he did this to every round to spice the game up, but I guess 4 is the bare minimum you can do in this game. Sonic vs. Robotnik. It's a turn battle, and the way you pick the options is a big old slot machine, which there are 4 possible spots you attack. You attack Eggman, Eggman attacks you, Sonic gets 1 health point, or a mystery spot, which means it could be any one of the 3. It is way too easy because there are barely any spots that allow Eggman to attack you, and allow yourself way too much of health and damage for Eggman. It's just RNG and it's really slow. Yeah, hey, the visuals aren't even that good. Oh god, can we just get to the boss? We're here after like 10 minutes. I'm not kidding. I beat this game 8 times, and each time it took 10 to 20 minutes. But now we are up at the boss fight, where at the rooftop, Eggman has the Chaos Emeralds. This fight is gonna be epic, and it's just looking for emeralds by picking stuff up to see if there's any emeralds. Whoever gets the most amount of emeralds wins. Well, the main game was underwhelming. The ending was basically non-existent. They all just celebrated. They did not even come up with any resolution. But let's see if the extra / bonus content could save this monstrosity. There is a character selection of Sonic, Amy, or Tails. They don't have any difference in gameplay, and even sometimes don't even get a reskin. Sometimes they do, sometimes they not. It depends on the minigame, which is like 3 games it shows the skin. The character selection is practically pointless, but the best feature of this game, the drawing section, where it's basically like Kid Picks back in the day, but with less options and with more Sonic options. It's actually the best thing here. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a little charming. The only problem it has is that there's no undo button. Oh my god, this game can't get anything right. This game can't get anything right. Oh my goodness. As you can tell from my tone so far, I'm not gonna rate this game good. Heck, I think this is the worst Sonic game I've ever played. At least Sonic 06 has a story and some moments of gameplay, and Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, I guess has good multiplayer mechanics and sticks to Badger, but this game, aside from a few mid games at best, there isn't really anything here. For the most part, the games are just boring and awful. The sound design makes me want to whip my ears out. The art isn't even that good. The games are boring as hell. The characters have zero relevance. The story is unfinished. Just feels so rushed. It feels so manipulative. I've played EC games before. Trust me, I've played them before. Team Movies Doing, Wonder Pets, were they good? I'm gonna be honest, they were not that good. But at least they were decent. They entertained me as a kid. This wouldn't. This absolutely wouldn't. This game has no replay value at all. It will get you bored in 2 seconds. I don't think there's any Sega Pico collections. Oh my goodness, right after this one, oh my goodness.